Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Welcome back to Papa Boris playing Hearthstone Arena Naxxramas Edition. In the last video, I finished up my Warlock run. I started at 1 and 2, made it to 5 and 2, then lost, and we started this Priest run. The deck seems alright. I got a couple of epics, got Shadow Form, and I got a Shade of Naxxramas. Took the Shadow Form over the Sea Giant, a choice I may very well come to regret. Both are, I think, endgame cards. Shadow Form, of course, is 3 mana. You could play it early, but in general, I think it's unwise to play it early. And we played a mage who didn't know what the hell she was doing at all in the first game and crushed her. Here we have a different mage, Savage Healer. I'm the Savage Healer, not you, ho ho ho. And hopefully this mage will also roll over and die, but we'll see. So I'll keep the Northstrike Cleric and the Mind Vision. Mind Vision I might regret keeping now because it's just a 1 mana cycle. I might as well have just mulliganed it and try to get something else. Obviously there's the qualitative benefit of stealing a card, but you know, you're just as likely to get junk as you are to get something good. Here we've got a Northstrike Cleric on turn 1, but not that excited about it because there's no protection. I have neither of my Holy Smites nor my Power Word Shield to protect this thing. I guess I have 2 pandas in here, they could protect it as well, but they didn't come up either. So we'll play the Northstrike Cleric, and if a 3-2 comes down, we'll have to coin into the Wolf Rider to kill it. Some people will hold on to the Northstrike Clerics. I do think it's worth it to play it early on. Because as a 1-3, it will kill some things, like, you know, whatever, Loot Hoarder, and it might stop your opponent from making certain plays. Oh my god, are you really going to ping my Northstrike Cleric? Very interesting game the opponent's playing here. So, let's just assume that this person knows what they're doing. The point behind pinging a Northstrike Cleric is you say, okay, I'm going to spend my turn pinging your creature. You're going to spend your turn healing it and drawing a card, but you're not going to develop your board. So I will in fact not play this game. I will play the Knife Juggler. I choose to develop my board in lieu of going a card up. We'll see if I have to pay for that. Because now if she plays a 3-3 of some sort, like a Raging Worgen or a Grizzly, I can kill it with the Knife Juggler and not have to worry about a thing. Okay, Stoneskin Gargoyle. Well, here I think we'll just keep it simple, keep it safe. I will run both my creatures into that thing, killing it. I now have to choose to either keep the Knife Juggler or keep the Northstrike Cleric. Whichever one I don't choose gets pinged to death. So which one's more valuable, the Card Drawer or the Knife Flinger? Let's go for the Card Drawer. Get greedy. And I'll coin into the Geomancer. Swing a knife. Alright, that already attacked. And then pass the turn. So now she has to spend half her mana killing off this Knife Juggler, I presume. And then, probably for 2 mana, there's not much else she can do that's really all that effective, and I can drop Lightspawn next turn, perhaps? Big 5-5 until it gets attacked. But when you play this on an empty board, it is basically just a 5-5 for 4. It's only when you play this and the person has minions out that the Lightspawn's efficacy is greatly reduced. She chooses not to actually kill the Knife Juggler, but instead to play a secret. And dude that will die. Interesting. It's possible this is duplicate. In fact, I highly suspect it is duplicate. So what I'm going to do is change plans, just slightly. I could Power Word Shield on the Knife Juggler to protect it in the future. I could heal it, but then I can't do anything else. Alright, let's kill this thing, see if it is a duplicate that she's packing. I suspect it is. It isn't. Okay, so it could be a mirror entity. In that case, I don't really want to give her anything but this Wolf Rider. So what I'll do is I'll check for Vaporize / Ice Armor with the Knife Juggler. Aha, it is one of those. It is the Ice Armor. Perfect, so it's absolutely nothing. And it appears that I have a choice. I could either go up a card, keep my Knife Juggler, or indeed play the Lightspawn. But no, I should just go ahead and play the Lightspawn again instead of saving my minion, because it's huge, and it'll become very huge with Power Word Shield next turn. She can ping the Knife Juggler, but that's most of her mana, and if all she could do last turn was play a 1-2 and a stupid secret that didn't even do anything, didn't help her on the board at all, she's probably not going to have anything great to play this turn either. Alright, so now she finds the time to finish off my Knife Juggler. Conveniently, I've got the the Kobold Geomancer here, who can still be healed to go up a card. My opponent spends the rest of her mana playing Arcane Elect. Oh my goodness. Life is good. Yes, it is. So we will Power Word Shield my Light Spawn. And Mind Vision, see what we can steal. Got a Raid Leader. Don't need to play that. Let's just heal this up, go up a card. Again, and swing for 10 damage. Not bad. Bonkety bonkety. So I've got 5 plus 2 is 7 damage on tap. I'm assuming the Geomancer will be dead by the time I play the Rocketeer. She cannot play Flame Strike yet. She has to take care of this guy. Even something like a Frostbolt won't kill it, but it will at least stop it from attacking and reduce its efficacy. However, if she had a Frostbolt, she would have used it by now, I'm pretty sure, to kill the Northshire Cleric. She's displayed a stunning lack of removal of any sort. Except for Arcane Arcane Explosion was the last mage. This mage hasn't done anything at all. Master Swordsmith. Wow, that is very unimpressive on turn 6. Mana Worm, similarly unimpressive. This mage has just not had anything. She's had nothing at all, and a Raid Leader that I stole. Alright. Well, Holy Nova would be really great here, but I don't even need it, I don't think. I'd almost feel bad if I got a Holy Nova, because I would just be so lucky that it would be totally unnecessary. Alright, so what we'll do here is keep it simple, keep it safe. I'll Holy Smite the Mana Worm, which is the biggest threat. If I play Shadow Form now, I can actually still use the ability. So I'm just going to pop into Shadow Form then. Hang away the Raid Leader. Let this guy live, because honestly, who cares? Well, okay, maybe I'll kill him with my... Yeah, let's kill him with my other creatures. That's fine. So I'm never going to heal again. I'm never going to get to use the Northshire Cleric unless I get my Earthen Ring Farseer or Darkscale Healer, which are my 2 healing cards in here. Light Spawn is still, you know, being awesome. A 7/7 for 4 mana. Well, with Power Word Shield, I suppose. And I'm way up on cards. I have 9 cards to her 5. So even if she clears my board, I'm still really far ahead card-wise. And with Shadow Form, I'm kind of like a hunter here. I can deal 2 damage to her face each turn. So she's dead in 7 turns. And then this actually means that she's dead in last. Alright, so there's Sorcerer's Apprentice. That would have been good earlier in the game. Not so much right now. Another one. Okay, she can now actually play like a Polymorph or something. For 2 mana. She pings away the Geomancer, which is a little bit underwhelming, and plays no spells. Okay. Well, let's just go for broke here. Yeah, let's play the Wolf Rider. I can also Mind Spike. And Swingity, Swangity, Swangity. If I had played the Rocketeer, I would not have been able to Mind Spike because that would have been too much of my mana. I will put the Panda, or sorry, use the Panda to put the Wolf Rider back into my hand. So the opponent has a bit of a tall order here. She has to clear my board and put up a taunt and life gain, or else she loses. Because the Wolf Rider will, plus the Mind Spike is 5 damage. So even if she has a Priestess of Elune, she still won't survive because I can Wolf Rider and Mind Spike to finish her off, and then that's 5 damage. The Priestess of Elune will only take her up to 5 health. She'll have to do more healing than that. Yeah, then this game is over. There's no way the mage can win. It's just impossible. La-di-da. She used a Faceless Manipulator to get a 7/7, and I guess decides to just hit me in the face as much as she can. Oh, well played. I have a bevy of ways that I could kill her here. We'll go for a Reckless Rocketeer. And that's that. So 2 mages after a long run of no mages. Both mages, however, played very weakly. You know, their cards, I guess, were okay, but they just didn't have any mage removal. Maybe they got unlucky in the draft. Between the 2 of them, we didn't see a single... That's actually remarkable. Between 2 mages, not seeing a single Frostbolt, Polymorph, Fireball, Flame Strike. That's actually really remarkable. So I guess we just got lucky those mages either didn't draw or didn't see in their draft any of those spells. Alright, well, that was a pretty good return to magery. Let's see if we have another mage. We don't. We have another priest. Okay. Supersonic. This opening hand is not quite as inspiring as the last 2, which featured Northshire Clerics and other things to do. We just have our removal, which notably will not kill a Northshire Cleric, and our other removal. Wow, this is okay. So already this is looking bad. I now have something to play in response to a possible Northshire Cleric, so that's something. And there's a Northshire Cleric. Well, let's see if he's got a couple of different things. Either a Holy Smite, a Coin, Shattered Sun Cleric, an Abusive Sergeant, or a Power Word Shield, any of which would protect him from the wrath of my panda. He's got the Abusive Sergeant. This is actually probably the best one, though, because at least the Northshire Cleric still dies. And I want to play the Dragonling mechanic. It would be great here, like really great against this board, but unfortunately I can't because it's 4 mana. Oh, yuck, this is disgusting. Is it even worth it to Holy Smite the Abusive Sergeant? Is it worth it? It might not be if I'm going to end up playing a Holy Nova anyway. I'm just going to pass the turn here. This sucks. This sucks a lot of dongs that I got all these 4-drops. Well, that's why I was drafting as low a curve as I could, folks. Because of things like this. The Cult Master is just terrible here, too. Alright, so he's getting quite a lot of board presence. This stuff does all at least die to Holy Nova. And the Dragonling mechanic is also good against this board. Because the Dragonling mechanic herself and Mr. Bitey will both take out some of these minions. I'd still say that I'm quite notably behind this game, but it could definitely be worse. If I had drafted whatever 5-drop I could have picked in place of Dragonling mechanic, I would have been in really bad shape. So he cashes out the Loot Hoarder, which is sensible.
The light
Plays an Argent Squire, which will survive Holy Nova rather annoyingly. Alright, the real question is, what else does he have to do? For 3 mana. My hope is that the answer is nothing. That would just be great. And indeed, he has nothing to do, so he had an opportunity to get ahead, and he passed on it, just kind of like how I did. Alright, I could play the Grizzly for Shizzly, but that seems a bit weak. Holy Nova seems frivolous. I guess this is the time to drop the Lightspawn. Mr. Bitey can take care of business there. The Argent Squire, if it gets buffed, could take a big bite out of the Lightspawn, but I think altogether that was probably my best play. Sludge Belcher. Alright, that will do a pretty good job standing up against the Lightspawn. Kind of wish I had my own Northshire Cleric here so I could heal the Lightspawn back up. Power Word Shield wouldn't be bad either. He elects to ping the Lightspawn, which makes sense because now I have to heal this thing to even be able to kill the Sludge Belcher. And then if I heal it, I'm not going to get to Holy Nova after popping this out. Oh, that's really annoying. Well, here's what I'll do then. I'll play the Grizzly, heal this thing up, take out 1 iteration of the Sludge Belcher, and then I can Holy Smite this thing, but I'm going to take a risk and leave it alone. I might end up using Holy Nova against it, which would conveniently heal up the Lightspawn if it's lucky enough to still be alive. I'm taking risks because I'm feeling behind in this game, and when you're behind, you should take some risks. That's just how life works. Alright, does he have a Holy Nova? It looks like he's angling up for one. He does. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to cry. So we'll play, I guess, now the Ravenhold Assassin. This cannot be messed with, and I've got the Geomancer plus Holy Nova, so I can deal 3 damage across the board. Hopefully he plays a bunch of little things that are all 3 health or less, and I can wipe him out and win. If he plays anything big, though, I could Shadow Word Death, so really the things I'm afraid of are like beefy 4 toughness creatures. Wow, it's almost like he's playing around Holy Nova. How interesting. I'll use it anyway. Let's start to get some damage on his face. And this is pretty serious. And we can play a Farseer for some more healing. If he actually held off playing things because he thought I had a Holy Nova, good for him. But I think it was worth doing that to get 7 damage on and start the beats, put on some pressure. He's got Thought Steal, but no Shadow Word Death just yet. My Shadow Word Death is in my hand, so he cannot steal it. He had his own Shadow Word Death, though. That sucks. Anything else? An Amani Berserker. Well, that'll just die to Farseer, so that's fine by me. Oh, perfect. Northshire Cleric, just what I needed. So we'll play this, heal up, and I also can play some creatures. The reason I'm playing everything out is because if he has Holy Nova, you know, everything survives except for the Geomancer. Unless he has a Geomancer plus Holy Nova, but I'm not going to play around that combo. Because that's too specific, too unlikely. Now I have a life advantage and a card advantage and a board advantage. Pretty big one, too. So I think I'm actually in the lead now, although it seemed kind of dicey in the beginning. He really just didn't follow up at all on his strong start. Alright. Here, I think, let's see, I can do 2, 6, 7. Yeah, I can do everything. So we'll play the Knife Juggler. I should actually Holy Smite this. Play a Cult Master. Hopefully the knife will hit the Dark Iron Dwarf. It doesn't. That would have been nice, though. Well, let's throw this away. Get a card. I could heal this back up to get another card of Northshire Cleric. That seems awfully silly. Let's just throw the Berserker away, get another card. And play my ever durable Harvest Golem and swing. So I'm actually still doing great on cards. Oh, right, I should have played the Golem first, and I might not have to throw away the Berserker. Ah, that was stupid. Yeah, I should have played the Golem. Wait, no, I'm silly. Hang on. I got the Golem from throwing the Berserker away, right, so I couldn't have just gotten the Knife Flings. Yeah, that was fine. And I'm doing okay on cards. Tons of cards. He does have a Holy Nova, which will kill the Cult Master and the Knife Juggler, but the other two creatures survive, and I'm actually ready to heal them up and get cards. So is he going to finish them off? Nope. All right. Perfect. So we'll heal up, I think, the Northshire Cleric. And let's Power Word Shield the Golem. Tons of cards. Ooh. Yeah, this is worth it. Actually, no, this is not worth it, because I could actually play 2 of these things. But no, if I play the Soul Priest, the Cleric won't work. So yes, I will actually take the time to play this, to get another card. And, okay, now we'll swing at the face. So there's no good targets for him to mind control. I have this, which might give me card advantage. This, which is for removal. He is going to use the mind control there. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay. Let's see here. I could run in, heal, this and this. That seems good. I don't even need the Soul Priest here. Let's just keep on getting cards. I've got 9 cards in the deck. That's enough, I think. Tons of card advantage here. We'll shoot this guy. Shoot that. Swing there. And I'll just play the Panda just because the Panda's bigger than the Cleric. And I may want to take the Cleric off if I end up going too far down on cards. So my one Northshire Cleric really made bank in this game, giving me tons of card advantage. I've drawn 5 more cards than my opponent. Yowza. Alright, so now the opponent really is in trouble. Pretty much, I think his main hope is to win by fatigue or something silly like that. Alright, he kills that thing off. Fair enough. Do I want to play the Northshire Cleric and heal this and get a card? I don't think I do. I think what I'd actually rather do is just play the Soul Priest, burn the Unbeliever, kill the Acolyte, give him his card, swing, and let's start the Shade growing. Do I want to play the Northshire Cleric? I might as well, just as a hitter. Not as a card drawer, but just as a 1/3 for 1, because I have the mana left over. Still got a Shadow Word Death, if in case it was anything big. He hasn't yet.
Let me change your
Shadow Priest is a really good one to steal the Northshire, or to steal the Harvest Golem. Harvest Golem is a great thing to steal with this thing. Can't kill that guy with Shadow Word Death. That was, this is, I've said before, a long time ago, Cabal Shadow Priest, in my opinion, is the single best card in Arena. Did I say that? Single best card in Arena? Well, it's a very good card in the Arena, is all I'm trying to say. So, wow, that actually really changes things a lot. Oh, man, that changes things a lot. Alright, we'll do this. I'll run in there. Do I want to draw 2 cards? I'll draw 2 cards. This is risky, but we'll do it. So we'll Holy Nova there. Get 2 cards. Mind Control, that might be good. We'll steal whatever his last card is. It's a Gurabashi, alright. We'll finish this thing off. Heal myself. Play the Spider. Do we reveal the Shade? It's risky to reveal the Shade. Well, he's got a Berserker. Okay, so I'm going to reveal the Shade because I know that he's got a Berserker in his hand, which is not going to help him kill this thing. So he'd have to top deck a way of killing this thing. Otherwise, it'll just keep on growing, and I might as well get the damage on. Lord of the Arena is fine. I can mind control that, and I'll be glad to do so. Shadow Word Death is also an option. That'd be more conservative than mind control in case he top decks something even better. Let's think. Shadow Word Death. I could also play a creature, and I swing for 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'll do Shadow Word Death. It's a bit safer, I suppose. Mind control works against anything. Shadow Word Death works only against that thing. Maybe top decks, whatever, a Ysera or something like that. Let's kill that off. Play Gurabashi, and I'm not going to heal the Northshire Cleric to draw a card because I don't need any more cards. I'm doing fine on cards. He's holding the Gurabashi and something new, and he loses. Okay, I might not have played that precisely. I might have been a little bit too cavalier about drawing cards with the Northshire Cleric. You do have to be careful as a priest. Northshire Cleric is almost too good at drawing cards. You can actually run yourself into fatigue. There are hilarious, I've seen hilarious posts on Reddit where, like, in a priest versus priest ranked game, thanks to Circle of Healings and so forth, you can actually get someone into fatigue if they've played 2 Northshire Clerics. But in Arena, I think it's a little bit less risky, obviously. And I didn't actually end up drawing my whole deck, so it worked out fine. I probably should have just been more careful. Maybe the decisions I made were the correct ones, but I just, you know, should have thought them through anyway, just in case. Butted the Paladin. Butted heads. Okay. So here, do you keep the 3-drop just out of desperation? I don't think so. It's a really mediocre one early on. I will mulligan and I will look for my Northshire Cleric, my 2-drops, my whatever, and I find nothing except for a little bit of removal. Which is really too bad because Northshire Cleric is so great against Paladins. Stops them potentially from playing their recruits. The Imani Berserker I wouldn't have minded seeing. Yeah, this is a pretty abysmal opening hand. Well, not abysmal. I guess abysmal would be if this were like an 8-mana thing. But it's a pretty bad opening hand, and Shadow Form makes it no better. I will not be playing that on turn 3. Sea Giant here in place of Shadow Form wouldn't have really been any better either. So I'm actually looking at a do-nothing turn 2. Yep, because we're not going to be Holy Smiting that, so crap. Oh, Haunted Creeper. Boy, do I love seeing you. That was splendid. Haunted Creeper stands up very nicely against the Argent Squire. And then, of course, it also helps mop up recruits, should that be required. That was timely. Nothing if not timely. He's going to make a 3-drop, so that means no 4-drops on turn 3. But what is the 3-drop? It is a Shade. Interesting. Alright, so this will probably be kept hidden, I reckon. I'm playing a Grizzly here. Let's get this Divine Shield off. I'm not doing a very good job of not letting this Paladin keep creatures, but it could definitely be worse. Oh, yes it could. I will actually play Shadow Form on turn 3 if there's something else to do. Because I think it's better to play cards than to play Shadow Form early on. When I said turn 3, I meant turn 4. But if I have nothing else to do, I've got to get that played. I'm going to Peacekeep my panda, or sorry, my bear, which is a smart move. I'm a long-time proponent that it is good to use early Peacekeepers. He actually does not choose to reveal the Shade, though. He wants to pump this up. I think that is incorrect. I think he should have killed it while he had the chance. So here, yeah, we'll run the Spider into the Peacekeeper, Holy Smite it, and play Shadow Form, because there's nothing else to do. I mean, I could have played a Light Spawn, but if I played Light Spawn, I wouldn't have been able to kill this Peacekeeper. I needed to kill the Peacekeeper, I think. So let's see how well this works. If the opponent has a lot of 2 toughness minions, having Shadow Form just feels broken. But if he has a lot of 3 toughness minions, then I just spent that card, lost my hero ability to heal myself, and I'm not getting anything in exchange. Things like Light Spawn also become worse because you can't heal him anymore. Ah, this sucks. He's choosing to keep the Shade hidden. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. I don't think it makes any sense to Holy Smite here, so we'll just swingity swingity swingle. Mama Kringle. This was quite on turn 2. He's been growing it steadily ever since. I feel pretty comfortable in my ability to get rid of it, should it choose to reveal itself at some point. I guess he could keep it hidden for like 10 turns or something and then go balls out. But then there's a risk that once he attacks with it once, I can Mind Control it or Shadow Word Death it. Alright. He decides to use a Divine Shield for just 1 point of damage. And he's going to reveal the Shade to kill the Light Spawn. I really think he should. I honestly think that is the correct move to make. He likes to keep the Shade hidden. I don't agree with that choice. I really do not. I think it would have been much wiser to throw it out there and get rid of this, because otherwise, leaving this alive, I can kill off his stuff. So I'll play Northshire Cleric here. This will cycle for a card. I'll kill the Yeti, which is his Biggest threat. Holy Nova, get a card when we heal the light spawn. And I think I will go ahead and just throw away both my spiders against the Demolisher. Kill whatever he lets me kill. Next turn I might not play the Ravenhold Assassin. I might have to play the Mechanic, Mind Spike, and Holy Smite. So I do think you should have traded the Shade for the Light Spawn last turn. That would have meant that I couldn't have killed his Yeti. Go Mercenary, interesting. So he's gonna try to just blow me out, it seems. Yeah, he's gonna start hitting. He's gonna have 7 damage every turn. I don't think I can afford to play the Ravenhold Assassin, tempting as it is. I would have loved to have Darkscale Healer or Earthen Ring Farseer here, even a Power Word Shield just to buff this up so I could take out the Shade. As it is, I must content myself with Mind Spike. I could Holy Smite this. Hang on, I could leave my Light Spawn alive. Yeah, what's the point of throwing away the Light Spawn? Let's just Holy Smite that guy. Play this. Swing. If we're gonna race, I think I'm gonna win the race, because I do more than 7 damage a turn. He'll get me down to 17. I've got, what, 3, 4, 6, 8, yeah, 10. So I will kill him in 2 turns if he just straight up races me. And he can't play minions. Now, if he has spells, well, spells are a different story. If he has good spells, I can be in trouble. Blessing of Kings, perhaps. Me without my Shadow Word Death. Blessing of Kings would actually be pretty strong. He'd hit me for 11. If he has any more damage, he could kill me in 2 turns. He plays an expensive Defender of Argus to give Taunt, and I never did pick up any silences. I do have a Shadow Word Death in this deck, but I unfortunately was not lucky enough to... Oh my god! I am sorry, I just top decked a Shadow Word Death. Oh boy, that must have been very unfortunate for the opponent. So he says thank you, like, oh, thank you for letting me play minions again. I don't know, I think that was a forced thank you. I mean, I was going to have to kill that thing regardless, so there's no point in saying thank you. Maybe he's saying thank you as in, like, thank you for saying that you're sorry. Thank you for acknowledging that you're a Luxac who top-decked your only Shadow Word Death when you desperately needed it. That could be. That could very well be. Guardian of Kings. I'm not intimidated because it heals him up for 6, but I'm still going to live. Okay, so instead of the Ravenhold Assassin, I will play the So I can play the Farseer, heal the Lightspawn, get a card. Am I concerned that he'll deal 11 damage to me with 4 cards next turn? Like, am I concerned about that? I think I am. So what I'm going to do is we'll just play it cautiously. I will... Let's see. I can hit him for 5, 6, 8, 10. I could Mind Spike this. 15. Hit him for 15. It's not worth it. No. Let's just Mind Spike that thing. Run in. My Northstrike Cleric, unless I get my Darkscale Healer, isn't going to give me any more cards. So we'll just throw that away. Swing, swing. And now we're in really good shape because I also top-decked my other killer of big things, the Mind Control. So if he plays anything gigantic, I can steal it. His best hope is Pyromancer Equality or Equality Consecration to clear my board and force me to start over. Rifleman, killing Mr. Bitey at this point is a little bit underwhelming, so I'm happy to see that. Windfury Harpy is underwhelming as well, and I've got lethal here, do I not? I do. My minions just give me 10 damage, so good game. And well played. Well, the first run of Priest that I did in the Naxxramas edition of my arena runs was a very good one. It got up to 10 wins. And this one's starting out pretty good too. Really haven't struggled much in any of these games, although I would say that apart from perhaps that Paladin, the opponents have been unusually docile. Or docile, however you want to say that word. Just haven't really come up against people with that many answers or particularly strong threats. It's all been pretty good. Alright, here we have a good opening hand for a change. Turn 1 and a turn 2. There is no way to protect the Northstrike Cleric at the moment, so if he does coin into a 3-2, I could fall behind. But apart from that, everything looks good here. Shadow Word Death arriving a little bit early to the party, I dare say. And let's see what he's got. He's got nothing. Lovely as well as doubly. So there's no point playing the Panda. We'll just play the Geomancer. Geomancer over here is really just a 2-2 for 2, which kind of sucks, but honestly, I'm not going to keep it in my hand just because it's not maximally effective at the moment. Here's the coin. What's it for? A Grizzly. Pretty good card here. I never did get a Shadow Word Pain in my draft. I could just throw both these guys at the Grizzly. That kind of sucks. Power Word Shield would have been good. Holy Smite would have been good. Holy Smite would have been amazing. I could have killed this thing. Getting a little bit unlucky here. I could play the Panda to save the Northstride Cleric, but then the Panda kills the Geomancer, and what have I really got to show for it? Let's just play this and pass the turn. Hate doing that, but I think it's the only thing that makes any sense, and just hope I can get a Holy Smite next turn so I don't have to throw the Geomancer at this bear. Ah, embarrassing. No way to respond to a grizzly bear.
We must
Oh jeez, now this is getting worse. Now I can't even kill it with the Geomancer if I wanted to. Come on, Holy Smite. Well, I think I used up all of my good luck top decks in the last game, so we'll just accept my fate. I'll use the Shade to kill the bear, use the Geomancer to kill the Cleric, and just accept that I'm a card down here. Having lost my Northstride Cleric, it's going to be a bit hard for me to get back up on cards. I'm just really far behind. There's no two buts about it. The Panda is unplayable because the Light Spawn will get bounced back to my hand. I have two Pandas in the deck. This might have been a Fairy Dragon instead, which would have made a really big difference this game. I could have played it on turn 2 instead of the Geomancer, which would have let me kill the Grizzly Bear. So if that is the Panda, that would have been a Fairy Dragon. Yeah, I regret that choice very, very severely. Alright, so let's Power Word Shield, see what we get. Get a Wolf Rider. It doesn't exactly help. We'll do this. I could heal it back up to 6, but I think it makes more sense just to play another creature and get more board presence. So he didn't have an answer for the Light Spawn. No Kill Command, no Explosive Shot, no Deadly Shot. That's a bit of luck, I suppose. Maybe he'll play a Ventricle Mercenary and I can Shadow Word Death and swing for 7. Well, swing for, after healing this, swing for 9. That would be very lucky. Sludge Belcher, no! That's not what I wanted. I have to throw both my creatures at the stupid Sludge Belcher. Alright. Well, it's happening, I guess. So we'll heal this. Kill the Sludge Belcher. Oh, I hate this. Is it even worth doing? I could just play the Panda, put the Wolf Rider back into my hand. I'm just going to do this. If he has a multi-shot, that would kind of suck. But my hope is this slime, maybe it can't, maybe he doesn't have any way to buff it, and it won't kill my things, then I can Holy Nova next turn and kill it off and whatever else he played. A dim hope, I know, but Sludge Belcher was just insanely good there. Again, me without any silences is a problem, but I still don't think it was necessary for me to take this 0-mana silence spell. Alright, the bear, I think it could have been worse. I think the pig would have been much better for him, because then he could have killed one of my creatures with it. As it is a 4/4 taunt at this stage, not that bothered by it. I'll end up having to use Holy Nova and one of my other minions. Ah, he chooses to clear the way here. So I could heal this up, kill the bear. That seems silly. Let's Holy Nova here. Make the spiders pop. We can now heal this up again. Kill that. And just so he doesn't get a free kill against the Light Spawn, we'll pop the Panda against one of the spiders. Make him actually have something that to kill us with, either a buff or a removal spell or something. Okay, kills the Panda with that. Does he have a kill for the Light Spawn? Arcane Shot, perhaps? Knife Juggler? Well, he could get lucky with some knives, I guess. Ah, Ironbeak Owl, I see. Well, that'll do it, I guess. And I've already used a Panda. However, I have another Panda, which the other Panda could actually put this back into my hand and replay it. Will I get so lucky? That's the question. Will I get so lucky? He seems to have a lack of good things to do here. I mean, this is a pretty underwhelming turn 7, which makes it somewhat possible that perhaps he will play more things that die to Holy Nova. Maybe I'll just play the Ribboned Assassin on my turn and let it sit. And then we'll see if I can Holy Nova the next turn. Nope, never mind. Change of plans. We will indeed save the light spawn. Now I could either play the light spawn, or I could choose to play the Wolf Rider to get this Knife Juggler out of the way. Or I could play Holy Nova to kill his creatures. Let's play the Holy Nova. It's a little risky because he might have ended up playing more stuff that would die to Holy Nova, but I am ahead on cards here. Got the Wolf Rider to kill a small thing he might play, and I have the light spawn again, which he had a really tough time with last time. This is a really good card for him because it'll kill my Panda and live to tell about it. Undertaker, I assume he's going to play a card now. Eaglehorn Bow, ah crap, so my Panda's dead. That was a really good turn for him, actually. Killed what I had, and now I'm in a little bit of trouble. Well, let's do what we can. I will kill this Undertaker before it becomes any more of a problem. You could use the bow plus the Gnomish Inventor to kill off Lightspawn. I'm actually, I'd say, behind at this point. He's 5 cards to my 4. What do I have to look forward to? Shadow Form, I guess. Shadow Form is good. Mind Control might be good if he plays anything big after I draw Mind Control. So yeah, I'd say he's ahead. Oh god, Gruul. Well, Shadow Word Death, thankfully, is a good card. He hits it first, taking more damage, but it's smart because that means that the Gnomish Inventor will survive. I think he said that I didn't hit the mark, but I think that was totally the right move. We will Shadow Word Death. I wish I had Mind Control here. That would have been better. And the Ravenhold Assassin is very tempting, but I'm going to play the Soul Priest so I can clear off his board. I think the board presence is really important, and the Soul Priest right now, I mean, it's giving me the potential to burn him in the face to try to maybe close out this game. I do have a 30 to 13 life advantage. Life advantage, I think, of all the advantages, is the one that I tend to care about the least. But it is not irrelevant when the opponent's life starts to get low enough. Web Spinner is very humble at the moment. It doesn't really do much. This is quite scary. Does he have a spell? He does not. He has a Violet Teacher. So you just played 2 really good 5-drops. Or, sorry, a 5-drop and a 4-drop, both of which I have to take care of. So, can I afford to play the Ravenhold Assassin? If I play the Ravenhold Assassin and I swing at his face for 4-6, he'll be at 7 health. He actually would be threatened by the Ravenhold Assassin. That's a very risky play, though. I can burn the Unbeliever and throw the Soul Priest at it. No, that's silly. We burn the Unbeliever and shoot it. And then the Violet Teacher, if he draws a spell, I don't mind him getting a 1-1. That doesn't make any difference. It's the cards that I minded him getting. You can cash out the Web Spinner, get a beast. Maybe he'll get like King Crush or something. That would be hilarious. King Crush, if he got that, he might actually end up winning this game. I could play the Ravenhold Assassin, maybe swing for 7, but if he drops a taunt in front of the way, I might lose. Kodo will kill off just the spider, which is not a problem. For once in my life, a Kodo is not a big deal. Interesting choice. I don't know why he did this. I would have killed the Soul Priest if I were him. He gets a stupid monkey, which is actually good here because it is a taunt, but my Stormpike Commando is actually quite qualified to kill it. The Violet Teacher really should have been used to kill the Stormpike, I think, instead of killing a spider. I don't know why he killed a spider. That was actually a really, really big mistake. So we'll do this, Ravenhold Assassin, threatening the kill, burn the Unbeliever, and now death is coming at him from all sides. If he has a board clear, this will survive and kill him. If he has a taunt, this will clear away the taunt, and then I can burn the Unbeliever. Of course, if he kills the Soul Priest, then my Stormpike deals some damage. Ah, Deadly Shot. Alright. Where does it hit? It hits the Soul Priest. However, wait a minute. What was he doing? I don't understand what he was doing. Oh, I see. The Violet Teacher didn't have enough power to kill the Soul Priest. So if it had hit the Ravenhold Assassin, he couldn't have killed my Soul Priest, so I would have won anyway. So it really didn't matter where the Deadly Shot hit. Right? He couldn't have killed it because he used the Kodo to kill the Stormpike. And then my Soul Priest was at full health. The Violet Teacher wouldn't have killed it. It didn't matter. I was going to win regardless, because I could have burned his face, and then the Soul Priest, the own attack would have killed him. Back in the olden days, I had a really good run with Priest. Priest was like my most consistent class. Then, like, I had 10 arenas in a row or some other ludicrous number where I just did terrible with the Priest. Or not terrible, I did mediocre, like in between 3 and 5 each time. And Now in the arena for Naxxramas, it seems to be back up again. This is a pretty bad opening hand. Like I've said many times, do not really want to play Shadow Form early on, especially against a druid who can shapeshift. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's just terrible. Can't kill it with Holy Smite. Well, just Mind Vision, I suppose. And get an Ancient of War. Oh, well, okay. So he's got an Ancient of War. We know that's coming. I really need to get a Shadow Word Death. Not that I can do anything to improve the odds of that happening or anything, but it's got to happen. Alright, so here I could coin into a Harvest Golem, but that seems a bit silly. I think actually just playing a Knife Juggler and coining a Holy Smite makes more sense. So I do that when the Zombie Chow kills us anyway, just for board presence, just to clear his stuff off the board. I'm already behind here with Shadow Form, Rocketeer, and Ancient of War not doing very much for me at the moment. After I play this Golem, I'm pretty much out of juice. And he plays a Panda. Alright, fair enough. Please have nothing else. Good. So I play now the Golem, bemoaning the fact that the Berserker arrived late. And the Golem will kill off the Panda, hopefully. He might shapeshift to finish off the Golem. Indeed he does. He's got a slow hand. Not surprising, considering one of his 4 cards is a friggin' Ancient of War. Sucks that I'm the second player. It really does. This is a time where being second makes a big difference, because I really would like to be able to play this thing first. Alright, so do you Shadow Form here, or do you play the Berserker? I'm going to play the Berserker. I think board presence is more important than putting out this Shadow Form, especially because I have nothing to do next turn either. So if I top deck another bad card, then I can Shadow Form. Reckless Rocketeer, what could this have been? It could have been a Harvest Golem. Wow, that was a bad drafting choice. He has an incredibly slow hand, though. Just, like, really slow. Monstrously slow. Which means there's going to be really big things coming up soon. So, the turn after this, he's almost certainly going to play his Ancient of War, and then I'm going to have to play mine after he plays his. Quite the showdown. Argent Commander, not the most impressive thing here, because it kills my Berserker, sure, but it just dies to my Silvermoon Guardian. And in fact, I will do this. I'm going to play the Rocketeer instead of playing Shadow Form to kill that thing. I want as much board presence as possible in preparation for the fact that he's about to play Ancient of War. I'm going to play my own Ancient of War, but he could have a Silence to silence mine back to be a 5/5. I doubt he'd have a Naturalize, but, you know, whatever, anything is possible. And let's just hope that mine plus the Rocketeer will kill his, and there's no other shenanigans. Didn't get Shadow Word Death, rather tragically. Mind Control is too soon. He does, in fact, have an Owl for the Silence. Still, though, mine plus the Rocketeer could kill his. However, he can be very crafty here and kill the Silvermoon Guardian. No, he just decides to kill that. Does he have a kill for the Rocketeer? I mean, Swipe, Claw, Wrath, anything would do it. Druid of the Claw. Nope, not choosing to kill off the Rocketeer. Just playing Druid of the Claw straight, as it were. Crap. So if I Holy Nova, this thing goes to 4 health. Wait, no, this actually works. This works. So I'm going to Holy Nova here. It's the only thing that makes any sense. We Holy Nova. Now the Rocketeer kills this. The Guardian kills this. I could Shadow Form or play a Grizzly. I think, again, the Grizzly is more valuable, especially because with Northshark Cleric in my hand, there's a slight chance I'll want the ability to heal myself on command. Do I wish this had been a Sea Giant? I think so. I think I'd rather have a Sea Giant than Shadow Form right now. Wrecked. Alright, so card-wise, we're okay. Now he's ahead. And that's not even a good mind control target. Oh, this is terrible. Narubar Weblord. Well, luckily I don't have any things along those lines. Okay, well, this is actually good. I can come up 1 card of my deficit. Alas, nothing else of mine is damaged. So I could play Shadow Form here. Oh, this thing is more expensive. Lame. Could play Shadow Form here and shoot that thing to death. I think I will do that. Note that when you play Shadow Form, it resets your hero ability, so you can use it again. And I'll pass the turn. So now the Ancient of Lore can kill my Panda, but then my Mind Spike will finish it off. There's a slim chance I'll be able to use a Farseer to trigger the Northshark Cleric, but it's not likely, since he plays something with less than 3 power for the Northshark Cleric to run into. Ironbark Protector, you say? And a Pine-Sized Summoner, hilarious. Well, obviously, there's really almost, apart from legendaries, of course, there's just about no better mind control target than an Ironbark Protector.
Right away.
He can kill it though. I mean, he can just throw his things at it. That's 7 damage. Shapeshift for the 8 if needed. Or really swipe or anything else to do 1 damage to the Ironbark. Mind control will have taken out 3 of his cards, and I'm still not really that far ahead, which is kind of embarrassing, but such is life sometimes, I guess.
I must safeguard.
Is he doing that for damage? He's doing that for damage, okay. Cult Master to keep the cards. Oh, that's really unfortunate that he got a Cult Master. Really unfortunate. So he gets cards for both of these creatures, so he's pretty much winning the card war here. I just hope he doesn't have anything else to do. And passes the turn. Pass the turn? No! That's just the worst thing you could have done! Oh, God. A tiger. That's bad. Well, here we just need to hang on. I'm going to run into the Keeper of the Grove, which does not quite kill the Northshire Cleric. I'm going to heal it to get a card. I will Mind Spike that. There's the Wolf Rider to kill off that. Spider. Hope for the best. Hope for the best. I would have liked to get the Shade down, started growing, but unfortunately the cardboard situation was a little bit more pressing. He cashed out my spiders, which means he's going to play a Swipe or a Starfall. It's Starfall. This means that he can now kill off everything, I presume. Well, Shapeshift to kill off one of the things, and then does he have an answer for the other? I guess not, or I think he would have used it. Alright. Cult Master, not bad. I think... Okay, so Cult Master's tempting just to get the card for the Northshire Cleric. I don't think I can actually do it, though. We're going to have to kill this tiger and start growing my Shade. Hopefully there's no more Starfalls, because a Starfall now would definitely seal the game. With him getting a life per turn, Mind Spike is too far to be able to kill him. But with luck, I might be able to pull off a big Cult Master. If I can get even 2 cards off it, that'd be great. Knife Juggler misses, but he has mana left over to Shapeshift finish off the Northshire Cleric, which is unfortunate because I'd have liked the Northshire Cleric to get that Divine Shield off. Yuck. Power Word Shield. Well, this is actually a good development. Let's use that before we go any further. And think. Is it time for the Cult Master? I think it is. Even though it means leaving his Knife Juggler alive, I'm going to use the Cult Master here. Light Spawn would be nice to play, but... Actually, I'm tempted to play it. Oh boy. Do I dare? No, we're just going to leave those creatures to drop onto the board in a later time. Kill off the Sunwalker. Let the Knife Juggler survive for now. You know what? I should have killed the Knife Juggler. That was foolish. I don't want him to get Knife Flings and kill my things. I really should have just killed the Knife Juggler. The Sunwalker was just about the same. I get lucky though. The knife hits my face. That was a very lucky turn of events. He plays Acolyte. He's going to get more cards. The knife hits my face again. That was extremely lucky. Kills off the Cult Master so he can shapeshift and kill off my Shade. Very well, very well, very well. The Acolyte makes the Dragonly mechanic a pretty bad prospect, because that means the Acolyte will get extra cards out of the deal. But I think I'm going to do it anyway. Just gotta get things onto the board. This was a really tense fight. I don't think I'm going to be able to hang on long enough to get to fatigue. But I may. I mean, I just don't know if I can kill all the stuff he plays. If he has more big things, I'm just in a lot of trouble. This is not that great. Do I have a Holy Nova? I think I still have one more Holy Nova in the deck, which is good. But that is bad. Have I used Shadow Word Death yet? I think I need to get Shadow Word Death Esperanto, or else things definitely go haywire. Have I used Shadow Word Death? I don't think I have. Okay, well, it's Holy Nova time. Give him his card for the Acolyte. Think very carefully. Do I go for the face? 9, 7. I've already used the Rocketeer. What are the odds I could kill him before he kills me? Pretty small. Or do I take a moment to stop and kill that creature? I could panda this, but that's really pointless. Let's go for the face. We'll see if I can burn him out. Or, you know, resist long enough to get to fatigue. He's got to draw 5 more cards. That's a lot of cards. It's a universe of cards. Oh, he's actually going to draw one himself. Okay, so he's just got a 2-minute cycle here, which is fine. So he's down to 4 cards. He needs to draw 4 more cards and not kill me. I think I have a Shadow Word Death in here. I don't think I've used Shadow Word Death. He's distracted by the Light Spawn. Killing that, that's fine. Snapjaw. Fine, that'll be distracted by the panda. No! Are you goddamn kidding me? Who plays Healing Touch? Oh my god, who the hell plays Healing Touch? Are you kidding me? Jesus. Well, still gonna Mind Spike his face. Because I need to get him as low as possible for this fatigue battle to come. I still think I have a Shadow Word Death in here, which now needs to get used against the Ironbark Protector, if indeed it even is there. He's distracted, killing my minions, but this Ironbark's going to do a lot of damage to me very quickly. Do I have Shadow Word Death? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I do. I don't think I've used it. Soul Priest? Doesn't really matter, but I'll just play it anyway. Oh, no, he's going to kill me before he dies of fatigue. I can't kill him fast enough unless I get Shadow Word Death for this Ironbark and he has nothing good to do. Mark of Nature. For the attack value, I can only assume. Yeah. This was a very good game. I probably did not play it quite right. But it was a maddening game nonetheless. He just hung on and hung on and hung on, and I could not get ahead on cards, but he did not draw enough cards to die to fatigue. Well. We do get the Shadow Word Death. I did have it. And now I need to think very carefully about the situation. He's got 9, 10 damage. I'm at 3 health. I can pop this thing. Okay, what I'll do is I'm going to hedge my bets. I'm going to hit the Cleric, but I will let him hit me for 6 in exchange for hitting him for 3. He's got 2 cards left. The Snapjaw will die to the Soul Priest plus Mind Spike, so he's got 2 cards left to kill me with, and one of them is a Stormwind Champion. Well, I'm out of Mind Control, and I'm out of Shadow Word Death. I don't have any answers in my deck to Stormwind Champion. He has a fucking Stormwind Champion. You've got to be kidding me, Jesus. Cobalt Geomancer. Well, either of these minions would kill me, and I can't kill them both. So I'm going to say a well played, and lose. Ended up being a long video because this game was so long. Thanks for watching, folks. Please like and or subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And I'll be back soon with the rest of this run. Take care.